Okay, so the first thing you need is your spoolie. Then of course you're gonna need your pencil. The type of pencil that I'm using is Kohl's. And it's in the color Simmer Brown. I get it from Wet n Wild. You can order it offline from Walgreens. And to clean up my brows, I'll be using LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color medium beige. And then you will also need a small flat brush so that you can blend your concealer out. I honestly don't even know the name of the brush that I'm using. Now I am taking my spoolie and brushing my brows out. The purpose of this is so that all of your hairs on your brows could be going in the same direction, and you don't ever want to start drawing your brows on before you brush them out with a spoolie, because the spoolie, like brushing with the spoolie, makes a big difference, and they're not going to be as neat if you don't brush them out before you start drawing them on. Okay, now the most important part, drawing the brows on. Now the thing about drawing eyebrows, you always start at the bottom, but you literally just outlining the brows you already have. Like, if you notice, all I'm doing is just going under my brow and basically following like the shape that is already formed on my brows, and I'm just outlining what I already got. So after you've completed the bottom part of your eyebrow, you want to go and do the same thing for the top. And as I said before, all you're doing is just outlining the shape that is already there. You don't have to make them too big, nothing extra, just enhance what you already have. So after you've outlined the bottom of your brow and the top of your brow, you want to fill your brow in. So all you're doing is just all those parts that have missing hair or whatever, you're just filling that in, and you just continue to do this until you're satisfied with how it turns out. Now, if you all notice, I didn't touch or do anything to the front half of my brow. I'm not going to use it like that, but I normally go back and do that at the end, because you don't ever want to use the same shade or the same pencil or whatever on the front half of your brow, because the front part should never be as dark as the rest of your brow. So that is why I'm already starting on the other brow before I shade in that front half of the brow I completed, because it should never be as dark as the rest of your eyebrow. So now I'm just going to do the same thing that I did for my first eyebrow. I'm just going to do that with my other eyebrow. And once I've completed this eyebrow, I will then show y'all what you're supposed to do for that front half of your eyebrow. Now I am finally going back to finish off the front of my brows, and I'm brushing out with a spoolie, and the only difference is I'm using a pencil that is much lighter and not as harsh as the pencil that I initially drew my brows on with. So the purpose of this is because, like I said before, you don't ever want the front half of your eyebrow to be as dark as the rest of your brow. Like it just don't look right. Like, it don't. So make sure you use a pencil that is lighter than the pencil that you use for the rest of your eyebrow. And if you notice, basically for this, you're just filling in for the beginning part of your eyebrows the same way you fill it in for the rest of your eyebrow. And I'm just drawing them on in a horizontal direction. And you just continue to do this until you're satisfied with the outcome. After you complete this step, make sure you go back and brush it with your spoolie. Now, to to clean my eyebrows up, I will be using the concealer, Eyebrow concealer in the shade medium beige. And to apply the concealer, I'll be using this small flat brush. I don't particularly know the name of this flat brush because I really just got a pack of brushes from Amazon. So you just use any type of small flat brush so that it could be easy for you to apply, because this step is like so, you have to be so precise with this step. You literally just outlining the brow. Or if you have like something that you don't really like about the way you drew your eyebrows on, the purpose of this step is to clean it up. Like if you feel like you put too much or something, this step helps you clean that up. So all you're doing is just outlining, and you have to be really careful because this part can either make or break your eyebrows. And make sure that you have your hand like placed towards the midsection of your brush, because if you have it like towards the top, it'll kind of like you will kind of like put it on there too hard, and that like you can make a big mistake when you do that. So just make sure that you're like careful with it. There's no need to rush, no need to put any pressure on yourself. Just take your time, because like I said, this can either make or break your eyebrows, and you don't want to get no concealer in the middle of your eyebrow, because it happened to me plenty of times. Now this part is completely optional. You do not have to place concealer in the front of your eyebrows. I just do this because I like the way my eyebrows, I like the blending effect it gives my eyebrows. So I'm just placing concealer in the front of my eyebrows. Now we're moving on to one of our most important steps, because obviously you can't walk around with this shit. Now, since I placed that concealer in front of my brows, I am now going to take my spoolie and brush the hairs in the beginning of my brows. Like I said before, that part is optional. You do not have to put concealer in the front part of your eyebrows. The reason I do this is because I find that when you put concealer in the front of your eyebrows and then you go back and use your spoolie to brush the front of your eyebrows, it gives it like this amazing blending effect. But you have to make sure that when you brush it with your spoolie, you brush it like towards the outside of your eyebrows, so it can be like going towards the direction of where you place the concealer. Like I said, this part is optional. Now this part, in my opinion, is optional because I personally don't feel like you just have to add anything to the top of your eyebrows. But if you do, please, and I cannot stress this enough, please make sure that whatever shade that you use for the top of your eyebrows, make sure that it is darker, maybe like 2 or 3 shades darker than the shade that you use for the bottom. I didn't get to show the foundation that I use for this step, but I use foundation for this step because me personally, I feel that when you're doing a full face, you will use foundation for the top of your forehead anyway. So I just don't see the point in like using some type of bright concealer and then turning back around and putting foundation at the top of it. That's just my opinion. But like I said, this step is optional. I personally feel that you could have bum eyebrows without doing the top, but I feel like some people do the top because it just gives it that extra. I understand, gives it that extra to it. But like I said, if you do the top part, if you do clean up the top of your eyebrow, please use shades lighter than the bottom half, because you do not want to walk around with a bright ass forehead, period. So please make sure that you use a darker shade and make sure that you blend it too. Now this is pretty much the final step. All I'm doing is just going back and cleaning off that extra concealer that I didn't get to blend out when I blended it earlier. So you just go back and make sure you clean it off, because you don't want that still right there. And you just continue to do this until you're satisfied with the amount that you cleaned off. And that completes the eyebrow look, you guys. I'm just going back brushing for finishing touches because I'm never done with my eyebrows, like. But that completes the look, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope that this helped you with your eyebrows. I hope you learned something from this. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And see you next time.